Hey guys, welcome to Yes Academy podcast. And surprise, surprise, here with me, we have a new person here, which is Jonathan. Hey Jonathan, how have you been?
I've been great. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you too, Jonathan. And by the way, Jonathan is our guest from Ghana, and welcome to Malaysia.
Thank you, Mr. Pan.
I'm sure we're going to have a great session today together, and there are a lot of topics that we will be discussing together.
Yes. So most importantly, Jonathan fly all over from Ghana to here. And I think we finally have the two big bros going to share all the alphas and deep intels for everyone to learn and to share all those deep knowledge with you guys. And I hope everyone will learn from this Yes Academy podcast.
Leo, why don't we start by getting Jonathan to introduce himself first to our audience, and then after that we can take it on from there.
Sure, why not? Well,
Jonathan?
I mean, I'm not new to the audience though. I'm Jonathan, Chief Business Officer of Yes Global, and I'm also a mindset development trainer.
Mindset development trainer, and that is the topic of today.
Oh, really?
Mindset. What is the mindset that an entrepreneur will need to have in order to be able to grow their business? And that is where we can tap into your expertise, Jonathan.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful
That's
topic.
nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. Now, Jonathan, we know that as an entrepreneur, they will have a totally different mindset as compared to those who are being employed. So, what will be your top three mindset that we need to have in order to be able to be a successful entrepreneur?
First of all, let's define what mindset is.
All right. Okay.
All right. Mindset is that internal compass that steers every decision and choices you do make.
Okay.
Most often, a lot of people want to change their outer environment by changing the way they do things. All right. But the most important thing for them to do is to change their mindsets, because their mindset drives their decisions, their choices, their behaviors,
Okay.
which ultimately drive their environment or changes the environment. And so when we talk about entrepreneurship and we talk about one of the three key ingredients as an entrepreneur in the area of mindset, first of all, we're going to talk about the growth mindset and fixed mindset.
All right.
And secondly, we're going to talk about ownership mindset.
Ownership.
Ownership mindset.
Taking
Yeah.
responsibility. Right?
Exactly. And the third one is quite intriguing, all right? Because people don't love to take responsibility, as you made mention, with regards to ownership. But the most important thing is, what's it?
The third one, if I'm not mistaken, will be being visionary.
Yeah, visionary, which
Right.
is more intriguing, visionary mindset, because one of my mentor always says this, that if you want to think as fast as thought and you want to be everywhere there is to be, you must begin to believe that you have arrived. All right. So the key thing here is knowing the end from the beginning, and that's who a visionary leader is all
that
about.
will be very, very nice to hear from you, right? Leo, let's talk about you first. Now, when it comes to, you have been an entrepreneur over the last couple of years, right?
Yes.
So, what do you think is the correct mindset for you when you were growing your business at that time?
I think that one of the things that we cannot avoid in entrepreneurship, we will always be obstacles and challenges. Especially entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs face all kinds of problems every day. Let's just say that you're going for a job. Usually, the only problem you have is your boss giving you difficult tasks. But entrepreneurship is bigger than that. You have to worry about basically everything. So it's a survival instinct. So it's basically throwing you into the sea, and you have to try to stay afloat. And the problems can be just anything and just anything. So the biggest problem is how you face it, because like there's a saying in life, there are many things that you can't control. It's many things that happen to you if you can't control, but you have a choice to choose how you react on it. So when you're facing a lot of problems, it is how you employ the right mindset to face all these challenges. And if you don't use the right mindset, okay, and most people give up. And that's why in the path of entrepreneurship, most people fail because they don't have the grit, they don't have what it takes to actually persevere and continue the entrepreneurship path.
Yeah, which is very true because they always say that the first 3 years will determine whether you'll be successful or not. If you fail within, because 95% of businesses fail within the first 3 years, right? And then if they could get past the 3 years, they will be very successful.
Very true.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, right, Jonathan, when you talk about growth mindset, growth mindset versus the fixed mindset, how could a growth mindset be able to overcome the challenges as what Leo has mentioned just now?
All right, that's very true. Okay, so let me just say this: that as infants, as we were, we have been conditioned to respond to consequences.
Okay.
We have been conditioned to respond to deadlines, and for that matter, a lot of us grow with a fixed mindset. So I would like to take it in this way. All right, I call it the tyranny of now versus the power of yet.
Oh, very interesting quote. The tyranny of now
versus the power
of
yet.
Okay.
Yet.
Yep.
Yeah. So those with fixed mindsets have the tyranny of now. They form their identity based on their capacity.
Okay.
All right. Which means that let's get to the network marketing phase where I'm coming from. I am not a good recruiter.
Okay.
It ends there. All right. I am not a good salesperson. I am not a good communicator. That is a tyranny of the now. They believe they can't do anything about it.
I see.
And therefore they are failed. Just like in our elementary schools, in our school sector, when we fail in exams, we have negative emotions. But those with a growth mindset do not take it as failure. They take it as lesson. So they are yet to become. That is the power of yet.
Can I say that? Can I say that, right? Because a lot of people will say that, this is what I can do. I can't do this. I can't do more than this. So basically, it means that they already put themselves at very inconvenience in the sense that this is where I am at this moment. I couldn't grow. But a growth mindset will always have this thinking is, how can I grow?
Good.
Instead of, I can't grow.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So that's all we are talking about. When it comes to growth mindset, they have philosophies, and that's why I'm saying that mindset is that internal compass that steers your choices. They have philosophies that everything is first of all difficult until it becomes easy. They also have philosophies like when you do something long enough, a ratio will appear. So I have one of my greatest mentors, Jim Rohn. He says, "Do not wish it was easy. Wish you were better." Yeah, because doing things over and over again produces that maximum result. And to let you understand that the greatest room in this world is the room for improvement. And therefore, if we all cultivate that growth mindset, there will be nothing impossible. Let me tell you something very intriguing though. Those with a fixed mindset find themselves in the community or on an island of what I call excuseitis.
Okay.
They try to give excuses of why they can't make things happen. They try to blame. They try to shift responsibility
to other people.
Because they have a fixed mindset. I can't do this. This is my identity. I don't know how to talk. To let you know the truth, 10 years ago, I couldn't talk as well.
You mean in front of public?
In front of public
speaking.
Yeah, I couldn't talk. But I understand that everything you ever want in life is based on your ability to grow. So growth is the only way. And so I developed that instances not to be comfortable where I am, but try to grow. And once I keep growing, things become better. So talking to entrepreneurship or people, our community, understand this, that growth is the only way. And whatever may be your challenges, whatever may be the circumstances you're facing now, whatever you feel is a block now, it's not the tyranny of the now. It is the possibility of yet to become. Because Alavin once said this, that the illiterate of the 21st century wouldn't be those who don't know how to read and write. But those who can't learn, unlearn what they have learned, and then relearn. So it's all about growth, my brother.
That is indeed very interesting. All right, we are going to go through a short break, and then when we come back, we are going to get Jonathan to share with us how can we have growth mindset, the techniques in terms of how we can grow our mindset. So be right back.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Yes Academy, and hear me again. So we've been talking about the growth mindset, okay?
Right.
So without the growth mindset, I believe that we can't really, break through all our obstacles, like the theory of now. So I think this is extremely important because no one is perfect and no one is born with all the qualities to win the world. And when we face the obstacles, we need to find a way to grow it. So growth mindset, what are the technique or skills that we can employ so that we can actually grow and become better version of ourselves? So let's hear from Jonathan.
Yeah, I think we can talk about 2 or 3. First of all, reframe failure as feedback. So instead of asking yourself, why did I fail? You ask yourself, what did I learn?
So that is basically to reframe the mind into thinking, hey, I can learn something from this failure.
Yes, because you have to reflect to know what went wrong, how can you better it,
Okay.
because it's a growth thing and it's an improvement
All
thing.
right,
So
all right.
you have to reframe failure as feedback.
Oh, yeah, that is good. And not only that, we could also get other people to provide feedback to us.
Exactly. Exactly. Another thing I want us to talk about, one of the technique is using the power of yet.
Okay, please explain.
All right. So instead of saying, I don't know how to do it, say, I don't know how to do it
Yet. All right. Okay, okay.
Now, this changes your whole philosophy. So you know that there is a potential, there is an opening for you to get better. But a lot of people with fixed mindset block themselves from improving by just saying, I don't know how to do. I don't know how to recruit. I don't know how to do sales. All right? But instead of using those words, just add yet to it. I don't know how to do sales yet.
Jonathan, can I add on? Right? If they say that I don't know how to do sales yet, right? Then they could ask themselves another question: how do I do it?
Exactly. Exactly. It opens up the world of possibilities once you use the power of yet. It opens up the world of possibilities, and then you're going to ask yourself, how do I do it? What do I need to do to get things done? And I think one of the third thing I would like to talk about is to celebrate effort over results.
You mean like celebrate the effort to actually grow, the steps that
The
you take
processes.
to improve?
The process.
I see.
So celebrate the process over the result. A lot of people, and I cast my mind back in elementary school when we write exams and I do all that I think I know, and the result comes out and I fail. And it makes me feel
Bad.
very bad. And I get to tag along with those who have failed, thinking that those who really made it happen or those who had successes have extra abilities, capabilities. But you see, where equality comes in is when you have a growth mindset, understanding that, oh, okay, this might be a lesson than a failure. What lesson am I picking up? For instance, if 1 + 1 and I put in 3, all right?
Definitely wrong.
And it is wrong, right?
Yeah.
And then I get wrong. The next thing here is I have unlearned what I used to know. So there is the potential, there is that opening for me to relearn what is the new thing? 1 + 1 = 2. So you are growing systematically.
Yeah. Talking about that, I used to fail my additional maths in school. I wasn't very good with maths. But somehow or other, when I went for my, they call it O-level exam, and I sailed through. So I guess that over the years, it's through the process of learning and not repeating the failure.
That's very true. And one of the things that you need to do is to surround yourself with people who have that growth mindset.
People of the same mind.
People of the same mind. There is this saying that if you walk with 5 successful people, you'll become the 6th. And if you walk with 5
not successful people.
Why did you cut down? I can use 5 stupid people. You become
the 6th.
the 6th.
Yeah.
I mean, so your choice of association is very, very important towards your growth mindset.
Oh, right. Yeah, because they always say that when you mix around with the right kind of people, yes, you will be part of them also, right, Leo? So that's why you were, at that time, you were also mixing with the entrepreneurs at that time?
Yeah, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of great people like you too. When I was in the university, I actively stick to people who are better than I am, people who have special skill sets, because I believe that through those people, I have things to learn. Because if I will be mingling around my, let's just say, university schoolmates, so the things they are talking about will most probably be relationship, games, a lot of games. So it won't really interest me. So I have the urgency that I want to grow in my life. I don't want to live a mediocre life. I really want that when I go through the society, that time while studying, I want to be a great person, which is why I actively seek for opportunities. And I also know that, like to say, for example, Jonathan said 10 years ago, he can't speak. And it is a big, like to say, awakening for him. Because public speaking is the key to actually, become, like to say, financially successful. Because if you cannot convey your ideas, then nobody can hear you, and if nobody can hear you, then most likely you won't get any opportunity in life. So, which is why, I go to join Toastmaster. Then after joining Toastmasters, I see you. Then after that, you said, "Oh, okay, let's do the TTT training." I said, I must take this opportunity to learn from Mr. Pang, to learn how to become a better speaker, and that's why I took up the challenges, join the TTT, complete the Competent Communicator CC, and this is where I am today. So it's a serious growth process where we actively learn from the best and to improve ourselves, and also to observe, just like for example in Toastmaster, there are systems where they tell you that you cannot do the the grammar. So we have to go put ourselves into the environment. Just like there's a Chinese lesson called 孟母三迁, means the mother of the Meng have to move her house 3 times, because the mother wants to give the best environment to the kids. Because sometimes you can't really, you can't be with the kids forever, and the kids needs a good environment to grow. So the mother moved from one place to another, because when the mother, I think the kid was, if I'm not mistaken, the kid was with some bad kids. They are doing some not so good thing, playing around, not really learning. So the mother moved very intentionally to near the school. Because when the kids is near the school, they will put all more effort into learning. Because if let's just say that the kid, all his friends are really putting effort in the school, learning, and most likely the kid will also become someone who will put a lot of effort into the school.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Very true.
In fact, Jonathan, I would like to ask you this question, right? Now, you were saying that 10 years ago you had this fear of public speaking.
Yeah.
Now, how did you overcome that fear? I believe that our audience would love to know.
Yeah, so first of all, I knew I had wanted to convey, just as Leo mentioned, convey what I have in here to the public. And the only way to do that is to have effective communication. So I believe I started surfing the internet. And one of my mentors, Jim Ron, taught me the power of public speaking. And so it is all about, you see, everything you ever want already exists. It's all about copying and adding color to it. So what I did is I listened to these people from Jim Rohn to Les Brown, name them, to John C. Maxwell. He's is one of my favorite.
Leadership guru.
Leadership, yeah, I mean, yeah, is one of my favorite. And from there, I started imitating.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever they do, I imitate, and I added color to it to make it my own. So it's all about ownership.
Yeah.
And it took time. I love the process. I celebrated the process. There are times where I got stacked, but I never gave up. And the legality became an experience.
Right. Right. I believe that the journey has been very fruitful and fun and scary.
Yes, that is why you need to celebrate the process, celebrate the journey. Don't. A lot of us focus on the results because we have what we call instant gratification. You hit on the light switch and you want to see the light on, but it doesn't happen in personal growth. It doesn't happen like that in career growth. It takes time. So
Definitely.
celebrate every process.
Right, right. So yeah, I believe they have learned something from Jonathan in terms of how we can actually grow our mindset. Yeah, a few things which I picked up from Jonathan. Number one is that imitate the successful people, mix with them, then enjoy the process. Enjoy the process.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and always think about how you can actually grow yourself instead of just telling yourself, I can't do, this is my limitation. Yeah. So those are the few points that I have managed to pick up. So Leo, what about you?
Yeah, I think one of the things that you mentioned is actually don't be afraid of failure, I think. So I think everyone hates failure. But if we embrace the failure and then instead of saying that I can't do it, but we say that I can't do this
yet. Thank you very much. That's the power of yet.
Yes. All right, good. So that's it for this episode. And when we come back in the next episode, we are going to talk about visionary and ownership. Right? So till we see you again.
Yeah, and most definitely, if you love what we have been doing so far and you love our contents, please press the like and share button. Okay, share to your friends, share to your family, share with people that you think they need it. Because all these things we created, we really want to help more people to improve themselves, to see a better version of themselves, and of course to break through and have the growth mindset. All right, so
see you
guys
in the next episode.
See you.